Hi Scorpio, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we're going to do your mid-month update for March 2018 and for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Scorpio. Or if you're just guided to this video, then, using, whatever energetic draw you have, this video is for you, right? If you've been drawn to this video, then this is for you. The message is for you. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about that. I wanted to thank you guys for being here. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning visitor, thank you for being here again. And I wanted to let you know I'm going to start posting real quick general video readings, like 1 or 2 card pulls or so, on my Instagram. So if you use Instagram, you can find me at Living Chronic Joy, or you could search Chronic Joy Tarot, I believe. And I'll start to post those, not quite daily, but pretty often, quickie videos that are just going to be general guidance. Okay, so it'd be great to see you there too. All right, Scorpio. The oracle card I pulled for you at this time is stress management. So, whether you find yourself in a lot of stress now because of maybe external situations or something that's sort of boiling within you, or if you're not with stress now, this is a sort of guidance to have you be prepared as far as next steps. When you feel the stress coming on, really listen to your intuition and trust, the signals, because those are what your internal self tells you. Your first reaction to a stressful situation. Maybe it's to pull away or, change course. Maybe if you have too much literal schedule, physical stress in your life, maybe you're guided to rest, exercise more, change up the makeup of your schedule or whatever, avoiding conflict with others. Whatever it is that you're guided to do, trust that, okay? You're a very deep, internal, intuitive sign, and you know what's best for you. And sometimes stress is just caused by being out of alignment with that, doing too much for others or worrying too much about how others may respond, so you don't do certain things for yourself or whatever. This is guiding you stress is a part of life. Stress is there to drive us forward, right? But if we get ourselves too bogged down in it, we won't make progress. So the gentle guidance here for you, Scorpio, is to alleviate or avoid stress, or a maximum amount of stress, to listen, to what your gut says. As far as, like, if it's stress in a relationship, I'm going to need a break. I need 2 days. Or, if it's just stress that you've overbooked yourself, rest more, get more naps in, or, you know what I mean? You know what the guidance is, okay? And to help navigate, we're going to use the Zen Tarot cards here. I'm doing a play off of the diamond spread that I've done on this channel before, which is these 5 cards. But I added some at the top end here, and I'm calling this the tree. Okay, the tree of life. No, it's the tree spread, because I want to put a focus on what you're aspiring to, like what you're moving toward, right? When it comes to this internal guidance. And just know, if you are new, my channel is really less about predictive outcomes or others and what they're doing or saying in your life, and more about you, just where you are now, how to expand your soul. And we provide different aspects to focus on every reading, okay? And for now, we're going to focus on keeping the stress at bay, all right? Okay, oh boy, your starting point, Scorp, is fighting. So, within or without, if there's a struggle, with another person or within you, if there's a internal struggle going on, just know most of the time when we find ourselves in struggle or fighting against an energy or trying to suppress a certain part of ourselves and it turns into, like I said, things that are boiling within, a lot of that is caused by our mental, how we apply our thoughts to our experience. Okay? This is a mind card, and getting yourself back down to that feeling space. You're such a beautifully deep emotional sign, and getting yourself and usually guided by that. You're guided by your vibration. If you're too much up in your head right now, this is, that's a definite reason for the stress management card having been pulled as well. Within you, so this is kind of a point where you are or where your potential is, maybe if things get too out of hand, right? Internally within you, and sort of an internal influence that's going to drive you forward that maybe others aren't aware of, is that you feel a phase is complete. And you intuitively know this. If this is, say, the stress that we're talking about is in your external world, you're knowing that that's coming to an end. You're knowing that, yeah, my schedule's overbooked, but I am dedicated to not, I'm going to spread my schedule out. I'm not going to cram it all in anymore. Things will get done when they get done, and I will prioritize better and get the things out of the way that need to be done first. And then if this energy and this management of your stress is applying to some of you as an internal thing, your internal awareness and who you are and how you want to function in the world, and trying to really just keep a calm focus on this moment, that the old days of worrying too much and getting your mind involved too much are ending. You know that you are going to come back to a balance because you're determined to. And we know, Scorp, you guys are super powerful signs, and you can really create and do anything you want. And so in your external world, it will be time to let things slide. Let certain things slide. If the stress is caused by conflict with another, don't engage in every argument. It's not going to serve you, right? If the stress is caused by too much activity, too much to do, let the things go that aren't crucial in this moment, right? So this is a external position card. So this is really literally saying in your day-to-day life, let shit go, right? Let some of that go. Know that you have gotten yourself this far in a certain fashion, but now is the time to remove some of that added layer of stress, okay? Then moving forward, the one sort of key to moving forward is to almost reinvent yourself, or from the inside out at least, begin to view yourself in a different way. Like, let's just say you've always allowed yourself, you've always sort of believed in the stories others tell you about you. Okay? Like this lion, this is the story of the lion who grew up around a bunch of sheep, and he believed he was a sheep because that's all he knew from the time he was a little cub. Then one day he's fully grown lion with his mane, and he goes to a pond to bend down to take a drink of water, and he sees a lion looking back at him and is in shock. Like, what? This is who I am? Like, I thought I was white and fluffy and bad and everywhere, right? But he had been conditioned to believing that he was one way when, and in your life, you may have yourself, you may have that same experience that you just have sort of maybe, as a child, your mom always said, you're a wonderful performer, but maybe you were just, not intending for that to be, put yourself on stage and perform for everyone. Maybe you were dancing around and performing, but it was really just for your own internal pleasure to let that movement out, right? But your mom always said, you're a performer, you're a performer. And then later in life, you're like, yeah, I'm not, I don't like that, right? So this is kind of guiding you. And the point, the key, and this is also a major arcana, so it's a pivotal point for you to move forward and leave some of this, like maybe you're stressed by all the labels others put on you. Maybe that's what creates stress. How others see you has taken over what you intuitively know about yourself. Like, you know, there's many scenarios this can be. But the key to moving forward is going to be to almost rediscover and reevaluate and become more of who you really are. Okay? And this happens from the inside out. This isn't a matter that I'm going to declare this, I am no longer a performer, right? It's just an awareness within. And then you just become more of who you really are and less of a performer, if that was the case. Okay? Moving forward here, let me just pull these three. Yep, look at that. Good. Okay, so moving forward, now I love this because going along that same concept of leaving behind those aspects that, those pictures of how others see you, leaving that behind and really becoming yourself from the inside out could create, a little bit of like mind games with others. Like they make, because, everyone wears a mask, and up until maybe this point, as you're trying to, drop the stress and drop that weight of, all the obligations you feel you have to others, and even if it's just a way of being and others expect of you to be a certain way, you're dropping that now, though. You're moving on. And if this is literally in your physical world, a lot of stress that's happening around you, you're learning to drop that. You're learning to just tap into what's vital for your self-expression and dropping all the rest. I'm going to start saying no more in my schedule. I'm not going to create a schedule that has me so bogged down. I'm going to say no. Like you're shifting this, but that may create some, it will drop illusion is what it will do, but it might create some funny responses from others that are like, what are you doing? This isn't who you are. Or you never say no to me. Let's do, 3 meetings in one day or whatever. Let's get that schedule filled or something along those lines. So that, that's a mind card as well. So just remember, that's an illusion. How others see you even is on them. It has nothing to do with who you are, right? The key to moving through that energy is going to be to turn in more, to be more meditative, to spend more quiet moments with yourself, with what's going on within you and what you know is right for you. You know this intuitively. You know it, and you will begin to act on it. But above all, make sure you're patient with yourself, because all of the cycles of life will play out in their own time, and everything takes time, right? This figure in gestation, that baby will arrive when that baby is ready, right? The moon, the cycle of the moon, waxing and waning, full, new, it happens, in its own time. But it will move. It will go forward, and you need to trust that. The first thing is to shed those ideals and those processes and those actions that create stress for you. Listen to your gut and know when to rest and know when to avoid and know when to circumnavigate certain obstacles. Okay? Love this. So the overall message is guidance. The overall message is trust your guidance. You have so much power within you to know what's right for you, Scorpio. You do. And if you just trust that overall, it's just going to take a couple of little adjustments here, and you can ease that stress, within or without. Okay? All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you again in April for sure. And then don't forget, hop over to Instagram and find me at Living Chronic Joy, and we'll start doing some general dailies, or sort of almost dailies. Okay, take care. I love you guys. Bye.